What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Cozy Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Elijah Banks, a.k.a. Shabazz Steezy, a.k.a. The Hood A&R. I'm here with my co-host, Tyler Simon, a.k.a. Ty is Cozy, a.k.a. that nigga with the graphics. Ty, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I can't complain. I'm excited to get into these topics that we got. We got some good shit to talk about today. So, we do want to thank you for rocking with us. We do want to thank you for supporting and listening. If you're on Spotify, give us a follow. YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications to get alerted every time we drop. Follow us on Instagram at Cozy Talk Podcast. We're always posting. We're always active. Always. So, again, we just want to thank you for tuning in. And you want to get into it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right. I really want to start with, I saw this article earlier, very interesting. So Universal Music Group recently removed its whole catalog off of Triller. Mm-hmm. Now, like, if you're not familiar with Triller, it was kind of like, I feel like it was
before TikTok.
Yeah, it was the precursor to TikTok. Yeah. Maybe TikTok stepped it up a notch with user friendly or like you using the app maybe, but Triller was definitely there before. Universal Music Group represents artists like DaBaby, Post Malone, Ariana Grande, Drake. So them removing their catalog is kind of a big deal. So we have two sides of stories with this whole. I don't know even what to call it, like removal gate. You know what I mean? So
removal gate.
Yeah, exactly. Triller is alleging that they never got any type of warning or they never got any type of reasoning why Universal Music Group just wanted to remove their whole catalog, and they said they were kind of blindsided. They found out with the rest of the world.
Wow, that's crazy. That's kind of like somebody stabbing you in the back and you find it on social media.
But see, then again, there's also two sides because I really just don't know. Universal, on the other hand, is saying that they've given Triller multiple heads up that they would no longer be licensing their catalog to their platform, and that they're removing their music because Triller has failed to pay artists correctly for their music being used on the app on multiple occasions. The two companies, they did have a licensing agreement that ended recently, so I guess UMG really used that to like
their advantage. Yeah.
So after it was done, they kind of just yesterday the 5th, they kind of just was like, fuck it, we're out. And they can.
That app is about to go downhill.
Right. So
downhill, especially because the artists that you name, they always have hits. So
always.
It's and challenges, this challenge error and everything like that.
The challenge error, yeah, it's real. Yeah.
It's no way.
Triller's CEO responded to Universal, and he said that he kind of sounded like when you tell a girl like you're cool on her, and she try to act like she don't care. She says some shit like, "I got mad niggas."
Yeah.
That's all your man is in
that
my
defense
inbox.
mechanism.
Yeah. So he basically said that. We don't need Universal to, get this music. A lot of their big name artists are shareholders of Triller, which is true. A lot of artists are shareholders of Triller, but he was just saying, we could get it from them directly. We can license it from the consumer directly. And Universal just responded to that shit, basically was like, yeah, that nigga's crazy.
Dang.
That's dead. If you know Universal owns a lot of shit.
Yes.
You're not just about to just loophole your way through that.
Yes.
So I guess we'll have to see what happens.
It's not going to work out in Triller's favor, honestly.
It's going to drive everybody
because they have the product.
Yeah.
They have the product. Their app can't really live without this music. So,
right. But there are a lot of artists who do use Triller still. I see, but this is even going to drive even more people to TikTok because there was a lot of people who were just like, I already have Triller, I'll use it. I was one of those people, so I guess now it's kind of, and it is fun, just making some videos.
Yeah, I'm personally a TikTok person, and I get bashed for this, but I love TikTok. TikTok is addicting,
and that's why I'm kind of scared to get on it because I'm already
TikTok is very addictive. Right. Very addictive. They have ads now. Like when you scroll, it's like, oh, you watched enough. It's time to go to bed.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, it tells you to go to bed?
Literally, it's this guy, and whoever's watching this TikTok, you know what I'm talking about, who is always on TikTok. You'll scroll, and you get to a point where it's a video of some white dude, and he's like, oh, it's time for you to go to bed. You've watched enough. You have the option to scroll past it, of course, but it's that addictive. That's that addictive.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
I've hit it a few times.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, this whole story, for me, it boils down to the conversation of we have to address like the wave of consciousness that artists and creative have that's been growing in this culture over, you know, what they create. Companies like Triller, if what Universal is saying and what they're saying that they're doing is to be true, can't just manipulate and take the lion's share of the profit that, you know, is made, that these artists make for you in the first place, and not just give it back. And we spoke about this before, like when we talked about the Def Jam Vendetta video game.
Yes.
Like, hella artists were on that video game, hella copies sold, and there's so many artists who say they never seen residuals from it, like ever. DMX was vocal about that. Joe Budden was vocal about that, and that was 2003, where like I guess like the consciousness and the awareness of things like that, of, you know, multiple revenue streams and what you should and shouldn't be getting paid for was just, it wasn't there yet. Fast forward to now, like companies like Def Jam and Triller, they can't do that now. Like, you know what I mean? It's a very different game, and until they, which they probably will, until they try to switch up the rules on us again to make it seem like, you know, we don't know what's going on, or make it harder for us to, you know, which is inevitable, because people who want to keep the money, they want to keep the money. So, you know, it's interesting to see when Triller some shit. I hope that's not true, but when companies like that can't do it, then you lose you're pretty much like pushing all of your fan base and your usership to another app. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Just hope that's not true. Yeah.
If it is, it's devastating.
Right? Yeah, because it's like, come on.
That's what happened to like Vine, though. Think about it. Like this thing.
Well, were they not paying creators either?
I don't know the situation, but it's basically, I think it was like people weren't getting paid for the
correct
app.
Amount, right?
Yeah, and the exposure that they were getting from it, like you had to direct people to your YouTube and to your Instagram and stuff like that to monetize on things. And now on TikTok, they have this Creators Guild or fund or whatever that will pay you to post if you have a certain amount of likes, if you have a certain amount of followers. So I think people are going more that route instead of on the Triller, where you really don't receive money from that unless you direct it to your other social media pages and channels. Right.
It's an uphill battle, but I do think that it's one that is not as easily, it's not like, you know, lopsided anymore. We're like artists and being awareness, and creators just in general being aware of like what the power that they hold and how to use it and gain it and leverage it. And it's a good thing to see. It's like, for us as doing this, we have to know, like, you know, what's going on and what's the market for this, and where can this really go, and how much is this really making, and things like that. So those questions being asked and action being taken against it when there is injustice, it's good to see. Allegedly, but you know, if it is true. So we'll see. You want to talk about Cardi B?
I just want to start off and say it's not one of my favorite songs.
The Up and It's Stuck.
Yeah, it's not one of my favorite songs. Just watching the video, I think, you know, she tries to push the limit on stuff, and I'll give her that, but honestly,
just with like creativity in her videos and things.
Yeah, like you know, the WAP video and how people like that. You know, I think a lot of people now are bringing music videos back. Like, look at DaBaby, look at Meg Thee Stallion.
I actually had to talk about this. Like, I was just gonna bring this up later, but the women right now, I think specifically in hip hop, are doing the videos the best. Like, the women are really putting in from from especially Meg.
Yes.
I haven't seen a Meg video in a while that looked like her budget wasn't anything
Less
crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like she's doing it. Cardi's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I seen like even like Mulatto, Ruby Rose, like they
Mm-hmm.
they have a lot of like music videos that are like hard.
Yes.
So I definitely think the ladies are going crazy right
Yes.
now.
I feel like they learn like the power of content. Like they realize like how important content is.
Right.
Yeah. And Sweetie too. Think
Oh,
about Sweetie.
Doja
Cat.
Yeah. They
Sweetie is the content queen.
Yeah,
I would give it to her.
I mean, she carries
puts
a mirror.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like,
Exactly.
She literally carries a mirror.
Exactly. But we were talking about Cardi B and the alleged stolen hook from the new song.
That too. All right, so let me get some backstory a little bit. So Cardi B dropped a single with a video this past Thursday called Up. It made the timeline go a little crazy. You know, the video was really fire to me, like we said, but it was not the greatest song. And apparently 2 artists from Jersey by the name of Mir Fontaine and Mir Pesos have come out on the timeline. You know, they've made a few headlines, made a few waves, saying that Cardi used their song that was released last August in 2020 that has the same, that it's called Up. Actually, their song is called Stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their song is called Stuck. But the choruses are like really the same.
Yes.
Almost to the point where it's just like copy and paste.
Mm-hmm.
It's like up and it's stuck, and up, if it's up then it's stuck, which is like, I guess it's a common phrase, but almost like the cadence.
But if they can prove that they created that phrase and that they were the first one to put that phrase in a song, they definitely have a case against Cardi B.
Right. And they were saying like ultimately they don't really have anything against Cardi B. They just want to make sure that they're properly credited and compensated for what they described as being
definitely compensated.
Yeah, being the inspiration for her new single.
They just want money.
I mean, but
doesn't
if they
everybody
made it,
though?
But if they made it, then you know what I mean. Like, why wouldn't you want your money? Especially as Cardi B. You know, Cardi B. Of course, she came out. She said that she's never heard of them, and she would never knowingly rip anybody off.
Yeah.
She also states that her chorus was written of August last year as well. So I don't really know how them dates matching up, but you know, we got to talk about something even a little bit bigger than that behind it. It's like, so Cardi has been accused in the past of not writing her own bars,
Definitely.
which is the thing about that is it's a lot more common than I guess people want to think, or you know what I mean, or no. So that's why I'm not like killing Cardi for it. Like some of the best people in hip hop history have gotten their bars written for them.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Cardi B's celebrity or her personality really like expel her as a star. Like it really, you know, pushes her forward, and it works because like she's a natural star, like forever. So yeah, and then she's a Grammy nominated. I mean, she's a Grammy winning artist. So it kind of like that bar for her to write and produce all on her own is kind of set a little higher. But these 2 songs are damn near identical, and it kind of makes me scratch my head a little bit.
Yes.
So I do believe that Cardi has never heard of them, and she may not have ripped off that song like she heard it and like, oh, no, I'm gonna just take that shit. It does, like, when you bring up the question of songwriters who write these hit songs for people like Cardi, or let's just take Cardi out of it, you know, they write a hit song for all these big name artists and whatnot. You know, they keep their ear to the street. They, you know, they know what's going on. They know what's up and coming. They know like what's the newest sound, what's the newest wave. So I think a lot of times as creators, you kind of keep like you kind of take or use or get inspired from another creative's work, and you may not even realize that you're incorporating it into your own. So I'm thinking like maybe, you know, she has a songwriter, maybe they put that in there. They're like, you know, let's just throw that in there, 1, 2, 3, see how it sounds, whatever. And she, she recorded it, and she didn't know. And it's like, now that leads me to ask you: is it, in a situation like this, is it more important about who did it first, or about who did it right? Like, who made the bigger
It's
song?
always about who did it first. I'm not a big fan of you stealing someone's creative content at all.
Okay.
So that's just, it's integrity at that point. So when you go out and you knowingly steal it, and even if, let's just say hypothetically, the songwriter did, for Cardi B, she had a songwriter, and the alleged song, yeah, exactly, alleged, hypothetically, if the alleged songwriter got that song from somebody else,
right,
it's Cardi B's responsibility as the boss, as the one in charge, as the one that's rapping this. She needs to check the credibility of the song and the writer.
But we do, and here, I agree with you as the boss. Maybe you should be a little bit thorough, but we do see it a lot now, specifically with like beats and sampling and producing. There is a lot of, I'm a star, I'm gonna go to this producer, I got this beat. They may have used this sample that they think they changed enough to where it's not really, they can't get sued for it, or you can't They record the song. They didn't know anything about this beat, they just heard it. They record the song. Now it comes out, you stole our sample. Me, the artist, I didn't have anything to. I didn't knowingly do that. I got the beat from X, Y, and Z.
I understand
and
you.
And now it's like, so I feel like
understand
that falls
you.
somewhere into that line.
And I'm going to tell you
from this songwriter, but I didn't know who these people were. Like, they're from, these two artists are from Jersey City, I think, or Camden, New Jersey, actually. So it's like,
I feel like at the Grammy award-winning stature that Cardi B is that Cardi B has built herself up to be, you need to fact check everything, because your song is going to be an instant hit,
you mean
right?
Like, so she gets the song and she just searches lyrics, or she has somebody do
yeah, she
like
needs to do her research, basically. And if she trusts this person, I don't know. I don't know how the situation went down, but when you're at that level, when you get 10 million views on YouTube in one day, you need to make sure that your shit is on point. Because if it's not, you've never, you can't. If they put the song out, if they claim that they recorded this song and that she's copying, they have to show proof that this song was out, that this song was doing these type of numbers, that she could have possibly heard it. Like, they need to provide this evidence if they want to take it to court. So if they provide that evidence and it's a clear connection, it's not gonna look well for Cardi B. It's really not gonna look well, no matter who wrote the song, because at the end of the day, she's the face, she's the brand, it's her name.
Listen, I don't know. I think that there has to be some type of leeway for her not knowing that necessarily, just because you are supposed to, you in the industry, maybe you do have a certain type of trust level for who you're working with, hoping that they're professional, hoping that they're doing things the right way, and they're not like, like I said, back to the example, sampling. Like, I hope if you did sample something, I hope it's cleared. If you did try to flip something and make it something different just so we could skate by with it, I hope it's good, so I don't, because then when the lawsuits come back on me, you're nowhere to be found, or you're not trying to, and it happens a lot. Like, it really happens a lot. So I don't know. I hope that they get that settled. Like, if they are entitled to some, some money or some recognition or whatever they really are seeking, hope they get it. I hope Cardi B just didn't flat out steal their shit, because that would be pretty lame.
That would be very lame.
But we'll see what happens.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, of course, because we don't really know, but we'll see what happens.
We love you, Cardi.
Yeah, we love you. No, we do love you, Cardi. Like, Cardi's a legend here. Like, actually, so we fuck with Cardi. We just I hope
definitely.
that's just not
yeah,
true.
Exactly. It's a lot of stuff that's coming out in the news now, and you're like, dang, I really hope this is not true.
Yeah.
This looks bad.
Yeah. Just I don't know. Lil Durk and Lil Baby.
Yeah, they killing the rap game.
Killing the rap game right now. I think. Let me just explain my thinking. So, we saw them on the gram recently and shooting the music video for that song that they have coming out with Meek Mill that they teased a little while ago. Mm-hmm. Just the three of them going back and forth. I like songs like I said with the I think it's like the song from the last episode when I was like Meg needs to get on like a no hook. I think it's like that. Like they just don't have a hook and they're just going. And I like songs like that, like that when they just play off each other. And it got me wondering, do these two have 2021 on lock already? So just hear me out. Lil Baby was definitely on fire 2020. Like his album came out. I think he had the number one album in the world for a while. Number one album on Apple Music. And at the end there, it was like Dirk kind of got on a little hot streak those last couple months. He dropped a couple projects.
Yes.
Yeah, he started teasing The Voice. Like he started snapping those last couple months going into 2021, and he kind of didn't really slow down. Like everybody's bumping the Pooh Shiesty. He's killing the features. Like you was singing the top with him and Fredo Bang. Yeah. And he got the song with Pooh Shiesty. So he don't really seem to be slowing down. And it makes me question like, are we seeing like a preview into a dominant year for them? And you also got to think about this on top of this when I get your answers. Like 2020 kind of messed up music releases for a lot of people. It kind of pushed a lot of things back. So this year we are expecting albums and projects from big name artists. Yeah. I was about to get into it. We're expecting
that should have been came.
We're expecting albums from Drake. We might get one from Kendrick, maybe Rihanna if we're lucky, but
I don't think we're that lucky for Rihanna.
Let's just say hypothetically we are though. You know what I'm saying? So how do
she been dodging us?
She has, but just say hypothetically, do Lil Baby and Lil Durk have the hotness or have the buzz to stay afloat amongst those drops? Because those could be bigger drops than maybe what you put out, but you could be the hottest that year. You know what I mean? So is that something that you think they can do? I
agree. I think, well, you really haven't stated your opinion, but I believe that they have 2021 on lock. Popularity for me is the reason. Right. People love Lil Baby. Like, people love Lil Baby. Yeah. And people love Lil Durk. I really don't see a lot of negative publicity from them unless it's, like, with their relationships. And Durk really stays out of the whole relationship.
Lil Baby hasn't dropped a single in a while that hasn't gone, like, crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And people love him. Yeah, people love him. And I think that has a lot to do with it. Because when people genuinely like you as a person and genuinely like your character, they're going to support you.
Nah, true. It's true.
And honestly, I feel like they're going to be on, like, those albums. Like, Drake album, he might have.
Yeah,
definitely.
And it was just in the Bahamas and shit. Niggas is not low-key.
Yeah.
So it's like, they're going to be relevant the whole year. They're going to keep doing their thing.
Did you see that? It was on Twitter. It was like, Lil Baby and Drake have confirmed they have like a crazy amount of songs that they recorded at James Harden's studio.
What? James Harden has a studio?
Somebody retweeted that shit like, why the fuck did James Harden have a studio? I was fucking dead. I thought that was funny. Yeah. Right. I feel like he has a studio just to have people come through and record.
Yeah, facts.
So we did it.
Shout out James Harden though.
That's hard.
Yeah,
shout out James Harden.
That's like when you really want to be a rapper, but you ball. So
yeah, like I guess I'll ball.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess I'll drop 50.
Exactly.
I ain't got no bars,
And you niggas better rap about me, like.
Facts. Step back, James.
Yeah, exactly.
Step back, James Harden line is.
I still can't get over the birthday gift he gave to Lil Baby. That was crazy.
And a honey bun.
He gave me a honey bun with a honey
bun. That was crazy.
Nah.
My birthday coming up. I hope I get that.
Facts, yo.
100K in the duffel.
James Harden, get at us, please. I know you got it.
We gonna tag you.
Facts.
And you in Brooklyn now?
And we coming
like,
to Barclays, nigga. Yeah, we popping out. We popping out on him. But damn, 18 years we Get Rich or Die Trying. I know that was a crazy segue, but like, 18 years we Get Rich or Die Trying.
Because you know how I compare James Harden to 50, so that was a great transition.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, she does. She does, because when James Harden got, she's so corny. When James Harden got traded, there was a graphic, and it was like, it was James Harden, KD, and Kyrie as G Unit, and she was like, I can see the resemblance. Get the fuck, get out of here.
I can't.
No,
I
you
can't. That was a great transition.
Okay, so 18 years ago today, February 6th, 50 Cent released his second album, Get Rich or Die Trying. He gave us hella bangers. Yeah, facts. Clap it up.
18 years?
18
Damn.
years. And he's still going strong today. He gave us a lot of bangers. 21 Questions, PIMP, Many Men. So definitely shout out 50 on this anniversary. But we gotta kind of get into that a little bit. So Get Rich or Die Trying is one of those albums that are really considered like a classic in hip hop. At least I would think. A lot of music that he released on there is still relevant today. Like I said,
Yes.
21 Questions. I can't think of you. You're not turning that on and nobody's going crazy. Like, everybody's going crazy on that. Many Men, niggas is Many Men is TikTok crazy. Like Many Men is
my favorite song.
Yeah, Many Men is like is one of those songs off one of those OG 50 songs. Like I love that When It Rains and Pours. Like I mean that's not off that album, but still.
You got In the Club too.
Yeah, facts. There's mad like Poor Little Rich. There's mad songs on this album that are just like I think classic hip hop songs, let alone just it being a part of this album. It kind of has me questions like what makes a classic album for hip hop today, and like maybe what albums can you think of that has come out in the past like 5 to 10 years that you think can seriously be considered to be a classic album? Like give
Forest
me
Hill
some.
Drive.
Yo, it was funny because when I was thinking about this,
I was like,
Good Kid, Mad City.
Good Kid,
very much
it's
so.
written down right here. Like Good Kid,
Nothing
Mad
was
City.
the same.
Good Kid, Mad City.
Like
I put Take Care. I didn't put Nothing Was the Same.
I put Take Care as well. I'm not gonna lie.
I love Take Care, but nothing was the same. Hits different.
I'm going Take Care too.
Can I say Good Kid, Mad City? There was like a long time ago. I remember like they used to put those like little scenarios on like the social media, and they used to be like, if you could play Biggie one album from
for
today,
the rest of your life.
yeah, and it's still to this day Good Kid, Mad City. Like that's such an impressive album.
Yo.
I don't even know how to like. You know what I mean? Like it was head
It
to
was
toe.
really there.
Storytelling,
It was really there.
vibes. It was a lot.
Together.
It was a lot of emotion. Very, very well put together album.
I felt like I was from Watts.
Yeah, like
Listen to that shit.
And like we were saying earlier, good music is some shit that could really take you to a place. And
Definitely.
really, like, you know what I'm saying? Make you feel some type of way. So I definitely feel that way about Take Care. I think that's one of those albums that just had some. As if you hurt me.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
Hard.
That's a great one.
Still to this day. Like,
that's a
you
great
see what I'm saying?
I fuck with Views too.
Views is a good one. That's a party one though.
Views
like
goes-
it was bangers on that one.
He goes
Like-
in and out of partying, in your bag.
Is Watch the Throne a classic album?
I believe so. I couldn't say it isn't. And if we're talking about Watch the Throne, then we have to talk about What a Time to Be Alive.
How often do you put on
As a
Watch the
classic album in hip hop, I can't jack that.
I can definitely jack that.
Dude,
I changed locations.
think
Diamonds Dancing.
Alright, think about the albums.
Plastic Bag?
Plastic Bag.
But think about the albums
album
that are
that's
actually classic.
It's
those
classic.
We're talking about
playing.
We're talking about
Everything
Illmatic,
classic. I ain't gonna
Into
lie.
the 36 Chambers. Like we're talking about albums like that. I don't know if
I'm thinking What a Time to Be Alive is
up
a
there.
I
If
think
if I'm bugging,
It is.
let me know.
Please comment below.
Like,
Please
let
comment
me know
below
if I'm
because
bugging.
I believe that album is definitely. It can
We're
definitely
making-
go down.
We're making a poll on that. I'm not rolling But maybe
we'll see.
Maybe
please go vote on the poll. We'll put it up tonight.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see about that. I'm not rolling just yet. But okay, so my next question about like classic albums from when Get Rich or Die Trying came out in 2003. The whole, I guess like the whole genre and the whole like sound of our culture and our music now has shifted. You know what I mean? So it kind of, I feel like with that, the criteria on how we judge has to change, and maybe it doesn't. But I want to get your opinion on it, because I do feel like a lot of the time we are upholding these newer artists to the same standards as older ones, and maybe that's not fair because the whole way that its music is consumed, you know, albums used to come out and artists used to disappear for a while. Like I just gave you an album. Now, like you look at artists like Griselda and like, you know what I mean, like Benny and Westside and Conway, they pump out music. Like their whole camp is always pumping out
Is
music.
that always good?
It depends on the type of artist you are,
and it depends on your audience. Like if your fan base eats it up, and what are you doing it for? Like, you know what I mean? Before, it's like, you know, that was in the time where you couldn't really do shit without a major. You had to release an album, then go sit down for maybe a little bit. Now you can just pump out as much as you want just because you want to, and you can still be successful doing it.
Yeah, I really do think it's the artist, because it's the longevity of the album too. Like SZA can release Control, and she's like, I know this is enough for you right now for 3 years. So, and I can still listen to it from the beginning to the end, from the end to the beginning. And I'm satisfied. Like I want more. I know it's coming, but I want her to take her time. You know, I don't want her to rush stuff, because I just feel like it's gonna flop.
But that's when you make that's when you make that real.
And she's not that type of person either. And that's Summer Walker too. And that's good music. And that's good new music.
Good music at time.
It does. It can't be a Little Baby situation. He's doing like an album a year or 2 albums a year or something like that, or just constantly dropping new singles. Like, because his fans crave it more, and I feel like the fans that I'm talking about for like SZA and Summer Walker, they can rock with that music for months, years on end, in a sense. And Rihanna too, because listen to Auntie, that's a timeless album.
Right.
So I'm satisfied. You know, I want more, but if she doesn't want to give it to me right now, I'm not gonna rush her. We've tried. The army has tried.
That might be up there. Anti might be.
It's timeless. I'm not gonna say it's I don't want to use the word classic too lightly, but I'm really sure about What a Time to Be Alive, and that poll is gonna speak for itself. But that back to the original thing, that Auntie album is timeless. It is timeless. I wouldn't say it's some songs that I might be able to skip, and I'm gonna acknowledge that. It's a few songs. It's not a lot of songs, but it's a few songs. But SZA, Summer Walker, I could skip like 1 or 2 too. But
yeah, you weren't as big as on Summer Walker's album.
SZA just spoke to me. I don't know what it was, but SZA just spoke to me, and I think it was a time. Yeah,
that's wild.
It was like a bad time in my life, because it was like it did help, and music does heal, because I was grieving, and you know, her grandmother, my grandmother, it was too much, but it got me through everything, and that's the type of album that I would just hold on to for a lifetime. Right.
Yeah, I remember that summer when it came out. I think that was the first. I think. Yeah, my introduction to SZA was pretty late. I know, like, a lot of people don't want to admit that, but when that album came out, I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to give shit a try. I gave it a try, and I fell in love. Like,
I remember you texting me about it.
I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Who is this? Where did she come from? So,
and she underestimates it, which kind of is like, dang, like, That was great.
I like it though. She's humble.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we could. She also has that video for Good Days coming out.
Mm-hmm.
It's shot in it seems like it's shot in a grocery store, but then she was like spinning on a pole. I was like, oh, this shit.
Oh, okay.
Crazy.
I hope it's better than the Weeknd video. I love
The
Solange.
Weeknd video? Oh.
But that video was not it. The Hit Different video I love, but
No,
the Weeknd video, it wasn't it.
Oh yeah, the Hit Different video was fire.
Mm-hmm.
It was really fire. So speaking of new music, you want to talk about Pooh Shiesty?
Oh yeah, he just dropped on the
Shiesty
5th.
season yesterday, February 5th. Pooh Shiesty released his debut project, Shiesty Season, 17 songs, and it's a pretty good debut album. Pretty good. They got features from Dirk, Gucci, 21 Savage.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. For me, definitely the standout tracks are Back in Blood, like we talked about with Dirk earlier. I like The Neighbors. He put out a video to that song, which is like he kind of moved into like the gated community with the white people.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was cool. And Making a Mess. Those are definitely in my rotation.
We should play that now.
Right now.
Yeah, we should play that now.
But we can't play it on YouTube. We can't play it on YouTube. Yeah, we can't play YouTube. Don't play that shit.
I do not own copyrights.
Facts, yeah, you can't play that.
I want y'all to listen to it, so please go to Spotify and listen to our podcast.
Yes, listen. His tracks from this album can definitely be found on Cozy Curated Volume 1. That's our hip hop playlist on Spotify and Apple Music.
Yes.
Link is in our bio on Instagram.
Download that.
At Cozy Podcast. Go download that. Give us a listen. It's pretty much everything that we're listening to this week or the past 2 weeks. Some good music on there.
Dang, I'm tight. I messed up. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We can play it. Dang, YouTube.
Don't play that shit.
Come on, stop playing. We're gonna give you, we're gonna give the credit.
It's the copyrights, man. They ain't playing with us. They're not playing with us. I'm not playing with them.
Yeah, they're gonna take this video down. It's about to be like, sorry, unavailable.
They're gonna be like,
yo.
that meme where it's like, it's a SpongeBob fish. It's like a pussy. They're definitely gonna do it just like that.
Yeah.
Real quick. So yeah, we can move on. Shit. Van Jess.
Yeah, you just put me onto it, so I'm.
Yo, listen. Let me tell you right now. Van Jess's newest album, Homegrown. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. This album is a fucking heater. It's amazing. It's about 9 songs on the track list, so it's not a long project, which I love. Like, I don't really like. My attention span is very so like I don't really love long projects. So this was perfect for me. Standout tracks are Come Over, Slow Down, and they also have a record with K Tronada on there, which is on some real, like, you wake up in the morning, you turn that shit on, fire. I promise you will not be disappointed. If you love R&B, like, and you love just like harmonizing and singing and shit, like, this is the album for you. I promise you will not be disappointed. Promise. That shit's fire. They're a pair of sisters, and I think they're from Nigeria.
I was about to ask you where they're from. They're gorgeous.
Yeah, they are gorgeous. They are from Nigeria.
Okay.
And yeah, they have fucking beautiful voices. Like, honestly, I love this album. I'm definitely gonna be cycling through what they've dropped before just to keep it going.
Yeah.
But that Slow Down record, that shit is crazy. Like, I don't know. That may be my song of the week. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see.
I know you wanted to talk about Moneybagg Yo.
Yes, I do. Doesn't he look like William?
Yo, that was scary.
Doesn't he look like William? He looks just like William.
That was scary. And at first I was like, wait, are they rebooting this shit?
We're gonna add a picture somewhere up here. You have to see the comparison. It's crazy.
I was like, wow. You know Larry June. You know the rapper Larry June. Mm-hmm. It's funny because in one of his songs, he was like, if I ain't have tats, I probably look like Lionel Richie. And that just got me thinking. And I always thought that line was funny. And then I saw Moneybagg Yo, and I was like, wait, he really looked like that nigga?
He looks just
that nigga
like
William hair used to blow me. Because I'm like, how did he get Tracy Ellis Ross? It's no way. Like, that nigga had the half. He had the fro when when you first start growing out your hair and you got that weird awkward stage fro, but he never grew out of that, like, or he was keeping it at that. That shit was ass. I was like, there's no way he's pulling Tracy Ellis Ross. I'm not jacking.
Chop 3 months.
That's the facts. Like that was the nasty cut. I didn't even like that. Yeah, I never liked that nigga's cut.
Yeah, but time flies.
Yeah, I guess I'm even in 2021. I'm not jacking. He's pulling Tracy Ellis Ross. I'm sorry. It's not. I'm calling flagrant. Something's fishy here.
Tracy Ellis Ross is timeless as well.
Exactly.
Very timeless.
She ain't looking at that nigga. I promise you. That was strictly the script.
Yeah.
Freddie Gibbs, Schoolboy.
I just started to listen to Freddie Gibbs, so I wasn't. I know that you and Kyrie listened to him, but this was my first time, first listen.
How do you like the song?
I love the song.
You love the song?
Yeah, I think he's like, and I didn't know that he was such a conscious rapper like that. So
yeah, bro, he's an actual like he raps, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. He was rapping, so I was like, oh, this is a pleasant surprise because I listen to a lot of mumble now.
I think he's up for. I think he's up for the Grammy for.
A Grammy nomination.
He's up for the Grammy for rap album of the year, I think, for this year. Yeah, he is. He is actually. Yeah, he's a Grammy nominated. They got pushed back.
Well, I'm not acting surprised. He's nice.
Yeah. He's nice.
Yeah, he is nice.
If you aren't familiar with Freddie, but you do like that hardcore hip hop rapping. He made
Q in a way.
Yeah, I mean, but just maybe a little bit more lyrical.
Yeah.
I think his last project with The Alchemist. If you don't know what The Alchemist is, then you need to find out. But his last project with The Alchemist, Alfredo, great project, hella critically acclaimed. Like I said, it is Grammy nominated, so definitely go check that out. He's a spitter, and I also like when. Anything Griselda and Freddie Gibbs is crazy. I promise you.
Yeah.
Like, anything Griselda featuring Freddie Gibbs, it don't matter.
Where is Freddie Gibbs from?
He's from Indiana. I think Gary. Yeah, Gary, Indiana.
Okay.
Like, just the Midwest. Yeah, just like the OD
Yeah,
Midwest.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So, he's from out there. But funny as fuck. Freddie Gibbs, before Instagram suspended his account,
Hold on, wait. They suspended his account? What was he doing?
I don't know why. I really don't know why. I don't think he knows why either. I think he just posted on Twitter one day like, what the fuck? But Freddie Gibbs' Instagram account, literally, he only posts memes in his story. And it's the most, like, darkest web, random, funny videos. And it's fucking hilarious. And then Instagram banned him. So he took it over to Twitter. And that's the only fleet that I watch. Like, he's the only fleet that I watch because his shits are not.
You can post anything on Twitter.
It's not even him. It's just hit memes and shit. Like,
you know what does that? John Cena. He doesn't post any photos.
Yeah. John Cena. He just posts. Yeah.
On Instagram though. He does on Instagram.
Yeah. So
why do people do that?
I don't know. I follow somebody that does that too.
They don't take themselves too seriously. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
they're always posting me. Like, you see all them little dots. I'm like, damn.
And like they have the most followers in the world just off of posting memes.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah.
But they do be funny, so it's entertainment.
Yeah. So a pretty good week for music. Got a lot to listen to. Definitely gonna give the Shiesty season some more spins. That Van Justin's coming on, my nigga. It's on.
Yeah.
If I'm in the car, it's on. I promise you.
Listen to that Moneybagg Yo Time Today.
Yes, the video was fire for that too. I liked it. We can do Chadwick.
Yeah, sure. So Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace, man. Just let's start off that. That's I still can't grasp it. It's a lot of people I still can't grasp. Yeah. It was a devastating year. It was really devastating. It was just you were used to bad news.
Almost seemingly numb to the shit. It's just like
it became natural.
Definitely. It's like, dang, you know.
Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy, but yes, rest in peace. I know his wife is pregnant, so congratulations.
Wait.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly did not know.
Yeah,
she's pregnant.
She's pregnant.
Wow.
She.
So and through this grief,
pregnant.
I'm just, my prayers are going out to her because that shit is too much. But congratulations, that is amazing. I don't know the gender of the baby yet. I don't think she's revealed that, but
boy?
I hope so. That would be really, really nice.
No,
That would be
boy.
really, really nice.
Yeah, that would be.
It's just the grief. It's honestly the grief. It's so sad. It's so sad to just do that and then carry, that's really sad.
Right.
That's really sad. So, to lighten up this story, he's been nominated for 4 SAG awards. For Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which I've seen on Netflix.
I haven't seen that one.
And The Five Bloods. And The Five Bloods is on Netflix as well. So he is nominated for Best Actor in a Motion Picture for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom and Best Supporting Role in The Five Bloods. And others, he's been nominated as well for a Golden Globe for Best Performance by an Actor in a Drama. So he's raking them in, and others too. They're still coming in because it's award season, but it's kind of got pushed back a little bit. But I'm very, very, very happy to see him nominated for a lot of posthumous awards. Right. It's great, and I love The Five Bloods. That was a great movie.
I agree.
Spike Lee joint on Netflix.
That was your shit too?
Yeah, Spike Lee's a really great director.
He's gotten cheated a lot by the Oscars.
Yeah.
Right. Wait, does he not have any Oscars?
I really got to do my research on that. I think he might have one, and I think that's very recent. So they kind of Leonardo DiCaprio'd him.
Okay.
All the way up until recent.
Really recent, and I'm talking about what was that movie? I'm talking about Black Klansman. I'm thinking, yeah.
Oh, you think that was?
I'm thinking that was the one.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that was the one. We have to do our research on that. So, but I'm pretty sure that it was fairly recent. I think he got cheated for Malcolm X, because remember, that's a Spike Lee joint, and I think he got cheated for Malcolm X and Ali.
Yeah,
getting cheated for Malcolm X and Ali.
That's
wild
wicked
and racist.
Yeah, so Black Klansman, he was a winner.
Yes. Okay. I know my little.
That was in 2019.
Okay. Yeah. Really recent.
Fucking 2 years ago. Wow. Oh.
Yeah. It was crazy because I was watching it and I was like, dang, this is the first time I watch mad Spike Lee movies.
Spike Lee, my nigga.
Yeah.
Right. Speaking of Spike Lee, right, and he's a pioneer in that black movie space. So let me ask you: 3 black cinemas. It's Black History Month. Give me your 3.
Yes, Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Year, honestly.
Black History Year. Black History forever.
Yeah, it's no history without black people. You know I'm sorry. It doesn't make sense.
All praise the melanin, man. But nah, I need to hear y'all 3 favorite. It could be, the hood movies. It could be the black movies. Whatever. Just give me y'all 3 favorite. I'll start off. Friday, definitely. And when I say Friday, I kind of want to group all of them because all of and people stop. There's
Not
a lot of people,
all of them.
There's a lot of people who be like, "Yo, I've never seen the other Fridays." Watch the other Fridays.
But which one was the best?
If I had to say the funniest one singularly, it would probably be Friday After Next, the Christmas one. Like that shit is hilarious. Even though it's fuck Terry Crews. Terry Crews, I
totally forgot about him.
Cat Williams was in there. Mike Epps was going crazy.
Cat Williams is hilarious. Cat Williams is hilarious.
I think that one was hands down the funniest.
Yeah, you're right.
Friday is definitely an entry for me. My next 2, I'm not gonna lie, my New York bias came out OD.
See, this is where we can't agree. This is because
niggas be from Westchester, for real.
No one is from Westchester.
Niggas be from Westchester.
No one is from
for real. Listen,
I'm telling you, we don't agree on this. We're talking about top 3 of all time, okay? But I'm gonna let you go into that. Remember, we're talking about top 3 of all time.
This is my
but okay,
opinion,
all right.
You know what I'm saying? This is what I think. Right? 2, paid in full. Hands down. Case closed. Paid in full. Shout out to all my real niggas. All my real niggas know every time you watch Paid in Full,
I'm not
you
even
learn a new life lesson. You know what I'm saying? Each time you picking up different pieces of the puzzle. Only my real niggas get me on that. My son Carl, thank you, Carl. It's a lot.
I understand it's a lot of rules to the street, and that's my probably top 10.
He was never.
But I'm talking about.
He was not five.
He was not on the ugly corner. You know what I'm saying? He was.
No, I understand. I understand. You can't eat with everyone. You can't break bread with everyone. I understand that. Yeah. But I'm talking about all time. Out of all the black movies out there, that's gonna be your number 2.
Listen, that's my number 2. Can I give you my number 3?
Yeah, sure.
Because I don't even think any real nigga can argue with this one. It wasn't the greatest acting or storyline, but it was definitely one of those movies you was like, damn, B. It took you back to that. Like, it took you Belly, DMX, Nas, who was Left Eye was in it.
R.I.P.
That's a cast right there.
You know what I'm saying? Boom. Hype Williams, the most famous hip hop movie. Matter of fact, scratch that. The most famous movie intro ever.
That was the best part of the movie.
Yeah,
that was the best part of the movie.
No, that wasn't even the song. I'm bugging. It was
Steady. No, it wasn't. It was that song. No, it wasn't. It was the first song. It's Steady. Are you ready? What's going on? And then it gets into it. That shit is fire.
What movie am I thinking of?
I don't know, but that's definitely Belly. That is the best intro scene in like black cinema.
That's in your top 3 too?
No.
You know everything about the movie.
I'm gonna go into it though. I'm gonna go into it.
Give us your 3.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
You sure? You don't want to defend it?
I'm not gonna say.
Oh,
I'm gonna let you
all right. So I agree with Friday. Definitely agree with Friday.
Yes.
I'm going to see. I was gonna go with the first one, the original. You know what I mean? But you put up a great argument for number 2. Mm-hmm. That I have to Friday. Next Friday is. That's top.
Okay. Oh, you like Next Friday?
Yeah. That's the second one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's definitely the one. The Christmas one. That is hilarious. Like niggas stole the tree out their house.
No. That's Friday after next.
Which one is that?
So it's Friday, next Friday, then Friday after next. Next Friday is the one where he goes to Day Day's house in like the suburbs, and they deal with like the Mexican niggas and all that.
Oh no, I like the Christmas one.
Oh, you cut.
No, because that second one too is fire.
It's funny as fuck.
Because
just stop chasing me with a family.
Yeah, exactly. And Pinky, exactly. That was funny. Dang. All right. Yeah. So I can't even choose. So we're just gonna.
That's sometimes group them.
Yeah. You're right.
I got a movie in my head.
You do?
Alright, now hold it.
All right. Dang. All right. So, Baby Boy. That is my second movie. Baby Boy. Baby Boy was a good movie. It was funny. It had the drama.
Mama.
It had the drama in it.
I've been letting you skate around here.
It was a hood movie too. It was a love story too.
Jody, that was a love story.
Yes, it was.
Jody was the first nigga to get hit so hard his mama felt. She got hit with the force of.
It was a love movie because she realized at the end that she loved him. You know, and they, after she was with Snoop, and she saw that wasn't. Sometimes you gotta get with somebody else to realize that you want that person, even though that person is crazy.
Yeah, somebody else, not the nigga sitting up in jail that is calling your fucking house.
You can't help who you know, okay? That's
you
just.
Can't help you, but you can help who you fuck. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you didn't have to talk to him.
Anyway,
Rodney,
outside of it, that was a great movie. That was such a good movie.
Top 3, I don't know. But
top 3, definitely, because Tyrese was acting.
I'm not gonna argue with you. It's your list. Give us your third.
Okay, and my third is the classic. The classic. Boys in the Hood.
I feel like that's such a safe pick. Like I feel like that's such a.
Yeah.
It's like you said that. Like,
Safe.
Yeah, it's Boys in the Hood. Like,
No, you can't.
It's okay, so you can't.
You can't pick Boys in the Hood.
Why can't I pick Boys in the Hood? We all know it's a classic. We all know it should be up there.
Yeah,
So
we'll give it to her. All right, fuck it.
Everybody gonna pick
Boys in the Hood top 3.
you want me to name another one?
No. If that's your list.
You want me to name another one?
No, that's your list.
Oh, okay. Because I think it's a pretty good list.
Pick 3. It's impressive that you picked 3.
Why?
It's hard. That's a really hard list.
You know, I was thinking about. You guys saw Waist Deep?
Yo,
Make It Good?
shut the
And
yo,
Tyrese?
That's
That's definitely a top
I'm
black
putting Drumline over
movie.
that one.
Yes, it is. No, not Drumline. You're playing.
over that one.
Nah, Waist Deep. First of all, no, that's a very bad pick.
Great.
Can I say that?
But Waist Deep, that's a good movie.
Can I say something?
Yo, that's a good black cinema
Can I
movie.
say something? Can I say something? If you've ever
I'm not gonna say
seen
nothing.
Waist Deep, you know that movie
It's a good movie.
is some shit.
It's a good movie.
Okay, listen, it's a good movie. Her saying it's a good movie is the same reason that movie is played 500 times yearly on BET.
Because everyone else
Good
knows.
movies are not played that way. That movie they put together, and this is when Megan Good they wasn't really giving her like the good roles yet. She was just a girl. It was like she's mad pretty.
She wasn't the girl. She was
Tyrese,
Bonnie.
Listen, and Tyrese, all they hired that nigga to do was to put on a tank top and run around. that's exactly what they. Yo, this nigga was an ex-con who popped some nigga in broad daylight in California and then drove off. Like, if you've ever seen this movie,
It's a
you
good
know
movie, though.
that it's not. She's talking about top 3.
No.
Drumline is way better than Drumline.
What?
Is way better than
What?
Waist Deep.
Drumline is way better than Waist Deep?
You think go in Drumline?
Drumline is an actual movie.
I would put Stomp the Yard
Huh?
over that.
Nah.
Stomp the Yard?
Okay.
Stop playing. Stop playing.
Carl, go
And Waist Deep was a good movie.
Please go with your picks. She's crazy right now.
But why do they always give Tyrese a son? Let's talk about that. Why you always got a kid? Why you always got a kid?
I want to be different. I don't want to say something that everybody else said.
Don't say that.
Anybody say Menace to Society?
No.
So I'm gonna put Menace to Society in my
I'll
list.
give you that one.
I'm gonna put The Wiz.
Nigga said the
Oh, you took it back.
Yeah,
I just want to be
Take it
different. I
back.
don't want to like.
All
I'm
right.
gonna say The Wiz. I was gonna say Boys in the Hood, but you know you can't really count that one.
That's like a 2K team like if you pick I don't know, if you pick the Warriors with KD, there's like
Then I'll go Paid in Full too with you, but you said that too, so
I mean shit, whatever you like
Nah,
liking it.
yeah, I like Paid in Full, but that's my choices: Paid in Full or Boys in the Hood.
Right. Okay.
Can't pick. I don't know.
Paid in
That's
Full,
my three,
Boys
though.
in the Hood. Fuck it.
Paid in Full is a good movie. Though.
But The
Listen,
Wiz.
how about
But
this, Tom?
It's not top 3 to me.
How about this? We spoke about this a little earlier. How about we here, Cozy, we create a March Madness bracket for the Black Cinemas for Black History Month. So, I don't know, like every day we'll do a different. I don't know if we should put them into like categories like dance or love or sports, black movies, you know what I mean, hood black, like put them in the categories, we'll match them up, we'll see who comes out on top, we'll throw it all our we'll throw some polls on the story and we'll test your theory on round 1 has to be Drumline versus Waist Deep. If you have
Drumline versus Stomp the Yard, I renege on the Waist
Drumline
Deep.
versus Stomp the Yard.
Yeah, Drumline versus that's
Drumline is
spicy.
getting Stomp the Yard the fuck out of here.
No.
Or You
No.
Got Served.
God.
Oh, I forgot about that
Stomp the Yard versus
movie.
You Got Served, because they kind of...
That's hard.
Nigga, this
You Got Served is
Come on.
hard.
Does Stomp the Yard have Omarion and nasty ass Marcus Houston dancing in the rain?
No, they
for
had
no reason?
Columbus Short.
Exactly. You Got Served is mopping the floor with that shit too. Like Omarion.
All right, I would if you put that up against it.
Bro.
Of course, I'm gonna say You Got Served, but I'm talking about Drumline and Stomp the Yard.
You don't understand how dedicated a nigga has to be to dance in the rain when you didn't need to dance in the rain. This whole time he had space, but this one time he chose to dance in the rain.
Yeah, because his homie died.
He said,
I ain't gonna hold you. Didn't Chris Brown die like the first 15 seconds?
exactly.
Of the
So
movie?
fuck that.
Yeah,
shit.
that shit hurt.
Yeah,
That shit hurt.
Columbus Short looked like me, nigga.
But when he did that little elbow slide, that was like the best move ever. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. So, but they was like, Chris, we not paying you.
Yo, Columbus Short is low key. He's not good.
Yeah, he's not okay.
He's
That
not
nigga be
good.
wildin'.
That's sad though, because he was really talented.
I'm gonna stop talking about him before he come up here. I'm not even fucking with that nigga.
I'm gonna be like
the Super Bowl. You actually just want to segue and talk about the fucking Super Bowl? So
yeah,
the Super
sure.
Bowl is actually, tomorrow.
Today.
Tomorrow's Sunday. Oh yeah, we're recording pretty late, just like 4 a.m.
Because we don't sleep.
Yeah, real niggas just sleep, taking up like that. And get back to business. I mean, so the Super Bowl's today. It's in a couple hours.
Who you got winning?
Like I said last week, I really don't know. It's interesting to see what it adds to both sides.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I really don't mind a winner. My brother thinks. Now listen, my brother thinks Mahomes is going to smoke Brady. They're going to smoke the Bucks. So if you disagree with him and you got some hot shit to say, let me know, because I will give you his @ and I will let you add him, and I will let you just let him have it. So let me know what he says. But I don't know. I kind of.
How you gonna throw your brother out there?
He said, I
For
will
niggas,
give his @
yeah, for niggas to flood his DM. Like, yo, what are you talking about?
But he be arguing with niggas about shit like
I'm
that.
crying.
Like, yeah. So it's okay.
So he won to argue.
Man, my brother honestly thinks Pat Mahomes is the greatest quarterback ever. His argument is he's done things in maybe 3 or 4 seasons that niggas need to do in their careers.
Mm-hmm.
So, which has some credence to it. I don't know how other people fall on that fence, but again, if you want that, let me know. I will give it. I don't know who you got winning, Carl.
Honestly, I want the Tom.
That nigga got a MAGA hat though. That's why I'm not jacking.
Yeah,
Please, I didn't even want to
that's
bring
the
it
first thing
up.
that just came to my head. As soon as I said I want Tom, I had to stop right there. Yeah, I'm gonna go Mahomes.
He's not for you.
Then again, if he did win, I'm like, damn, he got 7 Super Bowl rings.
That is gold
Yeah,
status.
I want him to have that 7 rings. I'm just made history, did something crazy, but at the same time he do got.
But don't he got enough?
Yeah, you right. Man.
And don't he got enough?
He got enough MAGA hats too. So
Yeah, exactly.
enough,
He should have never popped out with that.
That's his man's in them.
I don't respect the closeted racist, but like, if you in the limelight like that and you putting on hats and stuff that supports someone who is racist, who is xenophobic, who is homophobic.
When Trump be like, phone them, he's them. That's what he talking about.
Nah, Trump said, "Glee."
Did he actually? Oh. He
That's me. They locked in. They like
he actually said that shit. That's crazy.
I mean Kodak is locked in.
They locked in for life.
So, I don't know if it's Kodak or Kodak. Is Kodak a clone? Is Kodak a clone?
I think niggas just be
A clone?
Yes.
Nah, that's that internet shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't believe that. He looked different though. I'm not gonna lie. He looks different.
You like he been tortured or something.
Yeah, he looked.
He looked real skinny.
Nigga need a burger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get some
I
steak.
don't know. He got a bird on his head now. Like he got a cross.
He look
like,
like-
Yeah, what happened? I was like,
He
dang.
look like dark skinned spot him got him.
That's the original though. Like he really was playing.
Yeah, that's Yak Home, man. Shit about to change. Yeah. So we'll keep it locked on the Super Bowl. See what happens to wins. I'm definitely getting some wings, nigga. Fuck y'all who they ain't sending the invite yet. Y'all still got a couple hours though, so stop. playing.
You know, they last minute with black people.
And you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna just if you don't send an invite, I'm just assume you broke. So I'm leaving the choice up to you. You know what I'm saying?
Watch mad niggas text you like, yo,
fact,
bro, I didn't even meet you.
I got bad sauce over here, mad ranch, mad flavor wings over here, nigga. Yo, pull up. No, nigga, fuck out of here. You want to talk about this MVP race and Rookie of the Year real quick for the NBA, Carl?
Yeah, we could do that.
Who you got? Who you got in the lead for the MVP right now? Who you feeling? It's a couple guys.
You know what? You could go first. I gotta think about this one.
Niggas already know how I'm rocking. LeBron James for MVP, man. Year 18. He just put a double OT on the Pistons. I mean, I know it's the Pistons, but he just put a double OT shooting 50%. He's playing crazy right now.
He's averaging 27.
He's averaging 27. You know, that's for a career. 27, 7 to 7. You know what I'm saying? That's when he one of them niggas. You know what I mean? So
he's number one in the race for MVP. He's
and
number one.
He hasn't won one since 2013, and you know what I'm saying? That sounds crazy.
That's
so
crazy.
I think they'll put him on back. I think they got him on backlog right now. Like you know, say, oh damn, we fucking owe him one before we can't give him one. Like you know what I mean? Because eventually, I mean, he is playing crazier than anybody is playing year 18. But eventually, he's gonna have to slow down. You know, it's gonna break some hard mind in specific.
And they can't really make that mistake of giving it to Giannis again, because Giannis is like he disappointed to the maximum. Like,
man.
Then he get eliminated what, second round?
Yeah, man.
So
second round.
They're gonna get this. You know, when they pick MVP, they're gonna try to do this correct. So LeBron James, I'm gonna say LeBron James. I would say Joel Embiid because he's playing
definitely my
really,
second.
really good.
I'm only not mad if it's not LeBron, if it's Embiid. Embiid is playing crazy. And this is all for you guys who was like, they need to trade Embiid and focus on Simmons. Listen, let me tell you something. Simmons was never doing, if you traded Embiid and focused on Simmons, you was not having the success that you was having this year. Doc Rivers done whipped that boy into shape. He looked good. He's playing good. I hope he can stay healthy though, because he's brittle. Like he's just, you know what I mean. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm leaning for those two. They're trying to push Jokic. I don't know yet, because I don't like Denver. Like they're not that good to me, but you know, like
Jokic is really good. You know what I'm saying?
And stop trying to push Paul George for MVP. I'm sorry.
Paul George.
Yeah. niggas is really trying to push Paul George for the MVP.
Yeah, Paul
George.
George.
He's playing at an old. Yeah. But nah, I'm not.
I'll say Kevin Durant over Paul George. You know what I'm saying?
I could jack that Kevin Durant shit. I don't know how MVPs would go necessarily on a team like that though. Like I don't think MVPs usually, I don't know. We'll see. I just don't think that MVPs are storyline based awards in the NBA, so I just don't think that he'll get one strictly off the fact that there is a narrative, there's a storyline that, oh, like, look at this fucking team. Like, it's the best offense in NBA history at this point. So it's just like, do you really get an MVP? Maybe you do, but I don't think so. We can switch gears right quick and go into Rookie of the Year. Who you feeling?
100% LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo Ball.
100% LaMelo Ball.
I have a pool, like a little pool in my family, with the guys in my family, like my cousins and shit, my uncles, my dad. And I put LaMelo Ball for my Rookie of the Year pick, because we picked the teams that we wanted to go to, that we had going to the playoffs, and then we picked the Rookie of the Year. And I picked LaMelo Ball. And those first couple games, my cousin killed me. My cousin Rashad, he killed me. He was like, Melo Ball fucking sucks. Da, 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 da. Yo, I've been making him eat it. This guy's gonna
LaMelo Ball is showing that
Rashad, you were wrong. LaMelo Ball is nice. He's nice. And he picked Wiseman. I'm like, yo, he's getting Wiseman out of here. How's he grabbing? He's grabbing the same amount of boards, putting up the same amount of points, and throwing more assists. I mean, LaMelo Ball is not much on defense, but triple doubles almost every night. Just dropped 34 the other night.
Like, he was coming off the bench doing.
He was coming off the bench.
Almost all of that. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not even going. I would never bring this up and never bring up the savior, King Quickly. Emmanuel Quickly is the fucking truth. He's the truth. He's what New York has been waiting for. Emmanuel Quickly.
He's good, but I feel like he doesn't have enough pieces around him.
I mean, it's his first. We don't need no pieces right now. Like, we need to develop him. Like, Elfrid Payton needs to sit on the bench. And he needs to, like, he played 12 minutes today, and he scored hella buckets straight off threes. I think he hit like 3 threes right
Like
quick.
you said, he's a rookie, so they gotta develop him. Just like with LaMelo Ball, they would bring him off the bench.
But he was bringing him off. He was bringing him off the bench for other players like Rozier and Devontae Graham. Yeah, like who were solidified scorers, who were buckets.
But Graham and LaMelo are averaging literally like the same points.
True, because he has, he's cooled off a little bit, but from what he was doing last year, because he was just lighting it up. But they also have a 3-guard lineup, so it's kind of like a little weird. But it's kind of different because Elfrid Payton just sucks. Like, he can't really pass the ball.
He's good on defense, though.
Is he? Maybe, but no. At the same time, maybe he's better. Maybe he's better than Emmanuel Quickly, and that's why Tibbs is keeping him in there. But that nigga needs to go to the bench immediately. He needs to get traded to somewhere and do something somewhere else. I'm sorry, but that nigga gotta go.
They use him as trade bait as well. They keep players just for trade bait.
It's no bait for that. Like, he's not. He doesn't. King Quickly. That's all I got to say. Those are my 2 picks for Rookie of the Year. I really need to see those. I really want to see one of those.
It's going to LaMelo though. I think 100% sure. LaMelo.
I think, like I said, storyline based awards. Like, I think he's got the storyline.
LaMelo, LeBron for MVP, and the Nets for the chip.
Niggas wildin'. We could. Yeah, we could get off of that.
Why are you doubting it, though?
I said it here. Look.
Why did you doubt it, though? I told him, though. I have the tweet, and I told him.
February 7th, y'all. If you can see this.
I told you.
I said it here.
I told you. And I'm not the only one to believe this.
February 7th.
I told you this. I told him this. And this was pre-James Harden. I told him this.
Y'all hear that? February 7th.
So please, eat your words.
At what time? 4:04 a.m. You lucky ain't 4:44.
I'm going to upload this clip to Instagram when it happened, too.
Yo, and upload his facial expression when they
win. Please zoom in.
Let's make sure this is nice and clear.
Yeah, this is crazy right now, man.
Thank you. I finally have a belief.
Who am I with right now? This is disgusting right now. I feel weird. I feel weird.
Do you not want Brooklyn to get a ring?
Nigga, no.
See, he's a hater.
I don't give a fuck about the Brooklyn Nets, my nigga. I give it a whole bean with you.
I feel like Brooklyn needs a W.
For what?
Just a W.
Okay. Alright. I guess. Y'all niggas want to talk about song of the week?
You make me sad.
You want to talk about song of the week?
No, I want to talk about Ivy Park. New collection.
Yeah, right. Let's talk.
I want to talk about that.
Sending shoes on ice, nigga.
Yeah,
fire.
Exactly.
Facts, right?
Beyonce, please add me to your PR list.
Don't send that. We ain't gonna hear the end of it. Don't send that.
Please.
You send it to me though.
Please. I wouldn't even wear them. I wouldn't even wear them.
I'll draw Addy right now. You watch it. Wait.
But honestly, it's gonna be ranging from $30 to $850.
All the shit that you want is $800.
That's why I need the PR. That's why I need to be on the PR list.
What does it come with? Anything special?
I mean, I'm not.
It's gonna keep you warm.
I'm not super.
It's brick out here.
The pieces, but there's some nice tracksuits and jackets.
The jackets are fire.
Adidas is always good for
and quality. You're paying for quality.
Yeah, Adidas is always good for a good trackie.
So yes, and that's coming. That's gonna be dropping on February 19th. So very soon. Get your computers ready, your cell phones ready. because it's about to go down. The site is gonna crash.
Right.
The site is gonna crash. You heard it here first.
I mean, but Beyonce, whatever she gonna do is what she.
Yeah, especially this drop, like her using the artist that
Melly, she used Melly.
Yeah, first song.
Yeah.
So she's showing mad love to Cash Page, Lil Yachty, Gucci Mane. Yeah.
More often, like, just
Definitely. So look out for that. Third collection. She's been doing amazing. Sales have been up there like Yeezy status. So I'm proud of her.
Right.
But I knew it was gonna happen. She just needed to take, cause not everyone's first thing is gonna jump off. Kanye was with Nike. That didn't go well. She was doing her own little thing. She needed to partner up with somebody and give out great merchandise. Like I have a mask, great quality. Have a hoodie, great quality. It's great quality stuff. And Adidas, we know, is known for putting out good merchandise, so I'm not surprised. And it's pulling people more over to Adidas. It's kind of more, and please invest in your stocks, because make sure you have Adidas and Nike, because Drake and Nike and Beyonce and Adidas and Kanye West with Adidas, like, they're coming at each other crazy. Cardi B with Reebok, that might be a contender based on sales and things like that. The shoe, I personally don't like the shoe, but I know that the PR list, it's not my favorite. I thought she could do better. But the PR list for that was crazy. People promoting it. Everybody, I felt like, had a Cardi B sneaker. And it's still getting Cardi B sneakers. So these brands, they're partnering up with major artists and giving out great clothing, and the brands that they're pushing is amazing. So that whole photo shoot with Beyonce that just dropped today, that's fire. That is fire. That content is fire. And that makes you want to buy it more.
Right. Yeah. Shit.
You said it
I need me a Chucky, nigga.
For real.
The red one with the stripes? That shit fire, nigga.
It's fire.
I need that shit.
It's fire.
That shit. With a Yeezy boot? Oh, yeah. I need that.
Why somebody steal that same look?
You ready for the snowstorm?
Facts. Ready for the snowstorm. Shit, you have any more timeline trends?
No. I think we kind of covered everything.
Yeah, timeline was a little...
I think we need to go into song of the week, because I'm trying to hear your song of the week.
I was debating making it one of those Van Jess songs, but I think the one song that I have in rotation the most this week, this artist by the name of Yeek. He's out of Jersey City. He has a new... He's been out for a little while. I just, recently started listening to him because he put out a single called 3,000 Miles, and that shit is just fire. It's a heater. It's definitely that summer drive on the highway. It's hot. You got all your windows down, and you're just like... You know what I'm saying? You're just going. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really got to be anywhere. You're just vibing. So, you definitely have to check that out. You'll definitely find it on Cozy Curated Volume 2 coming this week. R&B playlist. So,
which is fire.
Yeah, it's fire. We got some real heat on it. I promise you. It's all shit that, we listening to. So, trust me. It's going to be available Spotify, Apple Music. So, check for that. Definitely. What do you got for us for Song of the Week this week?
So, I was talking about Crybaby, and niggas was clowning me.
That's not really a song of the week.
So, I would say because of the music video, but I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to take back my entry, and I'm going to say, I'm going to have to say Neighborhood.
Neighborhood from...
Who?
Oh, Neighbors.
Neighbors.
Yeah, Neighbors. Yeah.
Neighbors.
Yeah. I like that
I'm not
song.
good with names, but yeah.
I like that song. I like this. The video's fire, too. Yeah, I really like that song.
If I could say Lil Durk again, I would, too, honestly.
I say Lil Durk all the time.
Because he's really... That deluxe was what I needed. I'm really still stuck on that. You know how you just stuck? I mentioned in the last podcast, like, you're just stuck on a song or a piece of work, and you can listen to that honestly all day. That is it. Exactly. That is it. That is really the album for me.
Right.
But yeah, I'll do Neighbors. Neighborhood.
Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah,
Shiesty
Pooh Shiesty.
Season. Really good album. Shit. I think that's
It's number 1 too on Apple Music.
already.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like it's probably been there for a little while with pre-orders and things, right?
Yeah, it's been like a day and a half on number 1. So
Shout out Pooh Shiesty.
let's see where it lands on the Billboard. That's exciting. And Cardi B. I'm excited to see where Cardi B lands
Yeah, I hope
on
she
the
gets that whole
Billboard.
situation kind
I
of.
don't know.
Yeah, even though like the allegations are crazy, I still want to see how she's gonna chart because she's really a Billboard killer. Not gonna lie, she's a and
She'll come through and sweep the shit.
yeah, she would because her fan base is so large and how they run that song and how repetitive her music is. It really gets stuck in your head.
Right.
Like I might not even bump it, but I heard it on 105.1 3 times today. So it's kind of in my head.
The radio.
Yeah, the
she's
radio's
the only
crazy.
person I know that used to.
I still listen. I love the radio and I
listen to
enjoy the
too.
radio.
If I don't feel like playing music off my phone, I'll
I'm
just
more,
listen to the radio.
I'm more of maybe a morning radio person, or if I'm just. It's sometimes in the drive where I just don't care to put anything on.
You listen to like silence. Yeah, I have some days.
Silence, or I'll just listen to.
Okay, I'm not the only one. That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
there's some days because sometimes it's like music is too much. You don't want to hear. It's like
You just don't want to hear anything. You just wanna
I just want to drive.
Yeah.
And I don't even notice. It's a subconscious
the
thing.
road, the outside, just hear everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely felt that. Shit. I think we covered everything. I think we got everything. We said a lot. That was a good pod.
That was a good pod.
I gotta give you know what I'm saying? High five. Yo, Carl, you gotta give
right.
us one too. That was a good pod.
Oh.
Yes, that was a good pod.
Yeah.
So from everybody here at Cozy, we definitely want to thank you again so much for checking in to episode 2 of the Cozy Talk podcast. Again, Spotify, give us a follow. YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Follow us on Instagram, Cozy Talk Podcast. We'll be back next week with a new episode, with a new drop. We'll be talking about what's going on next week. So until then, stay safe, stay blessed, and just thank you. And we'll see you
stream
next
our
time.
playlist for good mental health.
Facts. Stream our playlist. Yeah, stream our playlist. Good vibes if you're looking for new music.
Wear your face mask.
Facts. Wear your face mask while listening to the playlist is a requirement and shit. So yeah, stay safe, stay blessed, and thanks guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Rolling.